What kind of tactics does Midnight Productions use? I don't know, but we about to find out. What's going on YouTube? And welcome back to the channel. Here with AZ Ruction, where today we're going to be talking about Midnight Productions and the kind of tactics they use, but we're going to do it in a several part series. Today, we're going to be covering one of their most famous tactics, Gangstalking. And I'm going to explain a little bit about what Gangstalking is. So, if you're new to the channel, go ahead, hit that like button, hit that bell notification, sub up, leave a comment, share the video. You guys know what time it is. And as always, if you or anybody you know is having any kind of an addiction problem, you would like to get them or yourself some help, please let me know down below in the comments, because you can't get help if you don't say something. So anyways, let's get into it. So we got Midnight Productions, right? They are an organization for trafficking the humankind. They're in Arizona. They are ran by high officials, and certain police departments have been exposed by the news and the media in the past for being involved, right? All right. So now that we are a little familiarized for the people that are newer to Midnight Productions, right? Because they do more than just the trafficking. You know, you have those snuff type of films that they were famous for. All kinds of stuff, man. So, one of the tactics that they do use, right? And here, I'll put it right up here, you know, so that way you guys can see the definition. But for gangstalking, right? So that's one of the things that they would use a lot. They use gangstalking a lot, right? And for those that don't know, you know, gangstalking is a group of people that, you know, they'll stalk an individual, you know, and they play mind games while they're doing it. You know, it goes into a whole psychological type of thing. So, with that being said, you know, that's a very effective tactic for them. You know what I mean? I had a friend one time where she would have us go with her everywhere, because there was this old dude that would sit in a white van. Everybody later on found out, you know, that he was actually part of Midnight Productions, and he would follow people around in a panel van, right? And then he had other people that would be, you know, in the van with him, and if you went into a store, he would stay in the van. But then he would have other people go around, and they would kind of, you know, make it obvious that they were stalking you, you know? So they would make it obvious, but try and play it off, you know what I mean? And that's on purpose. That's not them being bad at what they're doing, because Midnight Productions is very good at what they do. They've been around for a very long time, and the chances of them going anywhere are probably slim to none. There are people out there that do, try to eradicate them. I'm not going to talk about that organization and put them out on blast, but yes, there is an organization in Arizona that they get rid of those type of dudes. You know, they specifically go after Midnight Productions. So this is a topic that not a lot of people know about. I'm going to be making tons of series on it. Everybody's been asking for it. I think it's about time that I give you guys what you wanted, right? So, you know, but anyways, there was a point in time where everybody just thought that, you know, she was just tripping. You know, even myself. I mean, I knew Midnight, you know, I was very familiar with Midnight at that point. But, you know, we just thought maybe she was just tweaking, you know, and getting all paranoid, getting scared, a little nervous, you know, like many tweakers do. Because what people got to understand, too, is there's a lot of crazy stuff on the streets about Midnight Productions, but not all of it is true. You know, that's part of their tactics is, well, and not only that, but you know, you get a lot of tweakers that be telling those stories. They'll exaggerate. They'll make stuff up. You know, so not all of it's true, but a lot of it is true. A lot of it. I've witnessed some of the most craziest things firsthand that you would trip out on. You know what I mean? So, you know, we got the Perv Shackle, you know, the 20-inch BMX made by Sunday. You know, so if you haven't seen that video, you should probably go check it out. But yeah, gang stalking is definitely one of the biggest things. It made her go crazy. Like, she literally started, you know, excuse me, she literally started going crazy over it. Like, it was really a big deal. And eventually they got ran off, but they were trying to. And what they were going to do was they were going to kidnap her at some point in time. So that's part of their tactics, is they mess with you mentally. That way you're already semi-broken down. So that way by the time they get a hold of you, they've already started one of the processes. You know what I mean? So with that being said, you know, that's one of their tactics that they use. So I'm gonna do some videos on some other tactics that they do use, that they're very known for using. And yeah, we're gonna dive right into it. We're gonna go deep into this. I'm gonna give you guys way more details than I have in the past. We're gonna talk about more personal stories that I have been a part of and witnessed. And you guys will see. It's pretty wild. But hey, I appreciate you guys for tapping in. So for the first part, gang stalking. That is definitely one of their tactics. It's a tactic that a lot of those organizations and other organizations that don't just do trafficking, you know, gangs do it too. You know what I mean? They do stuff like that. It's just it's a mental breakdown. You know, you go into a store. Every time you go into a store, let's say you go into, in one day you go into a Walgreens, a Walmart, and a Lowe's. But you see the same people there looking at stuff. You catch them looking at you. You know what I mean? You start to wonder, hey, am I tripping? Now, most of the time these people are high. So a lot of times they are tripping, but not always. But I appreciate you guys for tapping in, and we're going to get more on this series coming very soon, and we're going to do a lot of it. So make sure that you stay tuned. And if you're new to the channel, please give it a comment, like, subscribe, share the video. You guys know how it goes. Hey, I appreciate it. You guys stay up, stay blessed. AZ love from the Cactus State. Let's go.